You really just have to be engaged with this process that backcountry skiing or riding is not just skiing physically, right? It's this process that you have to adopt that helps you engage in this environment safely. My name is Gabrielle Antonioli, and I'm an avalanche forecaster at the Bridger Teton Avalanche Center. I've been forecasting officially for 2 years now. A forecast day is up at 4, do the big sheet, look at weather data, compile the forecast, and then look at which avalanche problems are present. This flow is really interesting because it's coming in southwest. It'll snow a lot down here, and then sometimes it will wrap around this way and maybe get tokedy over here. The weather is all over the place, and it's still snowing a ton. It's been a really fun forecast year. It snowed first here October 26th, and I went out and ran up Cascade and took a bunch of pictures on snow. And then I started on my own, pushing stuff out on Instagram, just volley strapping my phone to my ski.
Hey, this is Gabrielle.
This is Gabrielle.
Hey, this is Gabrielle with the Bridger Teton Avalanche Center.
I'm at the site of an avalanche accident that happened here yesterday.
A ton of weak snow. Hazard is going to be increasing into the afternoon, particularly on Monday.
You know, it's all about that relationship with the Avalanche Center, right? Like, you want to know that those people are out in that environment looking at the snow.
Are you on?
Yeah.
Typically winter is just full on. We only forecast 2 days in a row. The rest of the days we're out in the field. We're at the Angle Mountain Weather Station here at Tokedy Pass. This is the interval board, and the sensor is just facing down. The sensor just will measure new snowfall that accumulates off the board. And this is just a data logger. Gets all the information from the sensor, sends it via radio signal. It's never the perfect product, right? No one puts out the perfect forecast. There's all this room for adjustment to kind of cater it to the community we're in, because each community is different. We publish, obviously, a hazard rating for each zone, but really it's about clicking on that zone and looking into the details of what we're trying to say. The goal isn't to be no, don't go skiing. It's to help you choose the better places to go skiing or riding. P11. How down are you? You can ski in any avalanche hazard as long as you control the terrain. But that terrain can be really complicated to analyze. Slab broke. Didn't propagate, which is kind of surprising. Especially as humans, we're all fallible. We all make mistakes. And so really just kind of approaching this as a process of I'm gonna take small bites out of this over time. So I was able to weaken that weak layer with my saw, and it propagated a fracture across this column. 40 centimeters over 100. And if it's less than half the column, that's typically viewed as an unstable result. When I'm out, I have all these questions that I want to answer. It's about the snow, what's happening with it. And so I try to really write that into the forecast. Go out, look for these things. If you see them, maybe back off that terrain. Hey, this is Gabrielle with the Bridger Teton Avalanche Center, and we're here at Tokedy Pass at around 9,200 feet. We were here 3 days prior to see if we could find sort of a similar problem happening here. Really weak snow beneath a pretty cohesive slab, and the only difference between these two spots is that the slab was a little bit thinner in the spot that was more sensitive, which makes sense. It's funny, it's never the perfect product, right? No one puts out the perfect forecast. There's room for it to evolve over time. Overall, the snowpack is pretty shallow. Areas where this slab tapers in depth, this snow may remain easier to trigger for longer.
First take and everything.
Every day I experience a moment of joy, which is cool to say about a job. Being able to walk outside and kind of be in this quiet space and study something really closely, it always feels special. Just the fascination with that phenomena of an avalanche. Every time just have any sort of feedback in the mountains, it's always really interesting for me to put that into my mental model and take it forward.